I don't really know who I am anymore. And honestly, that's the truth. Some days I wake up and feel like I'm chasing something, and other days I don't really even know what what it is anymore that I'm chasing. I used to think I had it all figured out, who I wanted to be, what I wanted to achieve, but now I'm just kind of not sure. And honestly, it's kind of scary. Um, it's like walking through fog. You're moving, but not seeing more than just a few feet in front of you, or like driving a car in fog at night, if you've ever done that. But, maybe it's okay because the more I think about it, maybe this feeling of being lost isn't such a bad thing like most people make it out to be, because I'm starting to realize that sometimes you have to lose yourself, the version of you that maybe wasn't really you before, that version of you that was built on what other people expected, parents, friends, teachers, what social media told you you wanted, things like that. And all those voices telling you what success looks like, what you should want, and how you should live can be pretty impactful. So when you start to drift away from that version, it feels like you're falling apart. But really, maybe you're just peeling back some layers that you never were never really you in the first place. So I used to think identity was something you found, but now I'm kind of starting to think that maybe it's something God just reveals to you slowly, piece by piece, as you just take that next step and move forward in your journey. So sometimes God lets you feel lost on purpose, takes you down a path, and because if you always had like the clarity, you never really need faith. You'd never pray. You'd never listen. Um, you know. So when everything's clear, it's easy to move kind of on your own strength. But when nothing really makes sense, that's when he teaches you a lesson. And I'm kind of starting to see that now. So I've been trying to stop fighting this confusion, and instead of asking why do I feel lost, I've started asking what is this season trying to teach me, maybe. What's the bigger picture here, the lesson that I'm missing? And I don't think finding yourself happens in just like a single moment. I think it happens through decisions, small ones, small decisions made each day, one after another. Trying new things, letting go of what drains you, and paying attention to, I guess, what kind of brings you peace. Sometimes clarity isn't found just sitting around. It's found by moving, by doing, by trying new things. And when you don't know where you're going, movement builds direction. Like if you think about it, God can't steer a parked car. It's hard to change direction of a parked car. So you could be reefing on the steering wheel, but it's never going to go that way. So maybe it's not about knowing exactly who I am. Maybe it's about trusting that the one who made me is writing my story, and just being okay with that, you know? So if you feel like you're lost right now, maybe that's not failure. Maybe it's God clearing space, moving what's false to grow, so you can see what's real. So clarity doesn't come before movement; it comes with it while you walk, while you take that next step forward. So I don't have it all figured out, but I'm learning to be okay with that, and that I'm not necessarily in 100% control, because maybe being lost is just the first step to being found.